Live at the Millionaire Mindset in Ko'olina out in Oahu, Hawaii. And I'm with Michael Zuber from one rental at a time, and we're gonna film live and do our weekly wrap up of the chats that are in his comment section. And we're gonna so bear with me. I'm gonna do this from my iPad. So hopefully this works out well.
I think I've been pretty good at acknowledging when I'm right and when I'm wrong. In fact, I have a T-shirt that says "swing and a miss." So, you gotta give haters, I guess, a pass. They don't know who I am, but yeah, and the other thing is, I would love a crash. I mean, that's what people don't really get is I would love properties to go down in value. I just don't think it's coming. So haters keep hating.
All right, so our next one is by DIY Ertang. It says the most annoying thing is even if it crashes like 2008, 2009, most people won't even buy. They'll call housing a bad investment.
Yeah, I mean there's so much truth in that, and I've seen it firsthand. We were buying the whole way down, and it's really weird. The lower prices went, the less people showed up. Like I remember Norris Drive because I think it's the example that everybody knows about. So we bought it for 107, we sell it for 263. It gets foreclosed at like 75 grand or something, and people just think it's going to keep going lower and lower. When you could buy a house for less than lot value, you should be jumping in. But unfortunately, most people will be afraid. Most people will wait for some magical bell to ring that will never happen. And they will once again say, I missed the opportunity.
Yeah, so if you're doing the work like Mikey, who just closed on a triplex, I'm under contract for 50K under the list price. So this is a great one right here. It says, I love Zuber and his fact-based analysis, but come on, man. Virtually every measurable metric is negative, and in many cases, major negative. Yet somehow prices will stay resilient. I get it. No one in housing likes to see their real estate portfolio lose value, but are you really so blind to the writing on the wall?
Again, I've been studying history for 50 years. We've been here before. Transactions crash. There's this thing called price elasticity. Go look it up in Econ 101. Macroeconomics. It's just how it works. What's going to happen right now is sellers are going to think it's 2022. Buyers are going to think it's 2018. There's no meeting of the minds, and you just won't have transaction. There'll be a big gap between buyers and sellers. Sorry, it's not crashing like your Crash Bros say it is. Don't know.